say a man assume memony ye. And son or backwalk warren, you will be a friend of Bragro. Sabra and see a group be a man who say, where Bermano, I was so soon. Be to say, Yamau. I shed them, Manco, and said, if Drew Simon and my shed them, and my be soon, the announcer show said they at Yama qua, Unu could be the say Kunuku Jaria, I was so since you could see a jay, or better was all dinner and see about Bassonau now, now papa one son or no other. Now, all your Beco join by no year, Drianesi one more come, no proper, then be beer, surround a power away. Or quite you about, Sibia or bow, Mura, Pedian, a dear Diana now be. Now will be son and no I am. It's Asante has said the man soon and man on the past.
Yeah, Mamma, I am my home. Swung Santa. Yan Hanu, yan be brimha. One man, farm, Mataya, who said, Yan small man. Was he and young some people say, and son ye did. And he is someone, the capra Benano, and the Amaya said, could do an alpha yet, Janamaya, Yeni. And T. Bama, who best in a gap, no near it. Now, Brano, so now, where ye?
Woman was a canny idea, woman who's crying and was a now was a canoe, Sabin, no idea, and indeed, definitely one casa means never I'm back home and the ones who went to idea.
And to me, Massa,
you went to me, can you laugh?
And your man, she said,
and I will be pesset that is son of a
Media men persevere, Miss. If you say, me fee say yes, I'm not Bermano, mamma son of the do. Now, say, yes, I know. Sanka beer may be sub Bermani be beer, be heavy beer, be son, dear. And have some minister. The beer means a mimi yamajuma, make juma. Won't so be quite Jumaba. Yes, yes, I mean to nephew and ready and a name. To be a time I will be point Jumaba, nothing I miss my point Jumaba. Inti, yes, Anna, and say, I call her into Memphis, Bevassa.
Too complex. Greater than your Benz and your Lex. The engine to my comprehension is just too complex. Much too complex. Greater than your Benz and your Lex. The engine to my comprehension is just too complex. To MC the art of rhyming should be.
Right, Shalom, Shalom, yeah, Shalom to the house of Israel, man. Shalom to the brothers and the sisters.
Shalom.
Yeah, Shalom to the by father Wada. Shalom to those who are watching, and taking note. All right, so we're back on the road, like I say. Finally, obviously, we had to stay away for a bit. And then obviously now we're back, man, and hopefully the most I would allow us to be back, carry on being back, you know what I'm saying? Because that's one part of the truth as well. One part of the truth is to, be out there, man, in the street, because that's where you get the people. Yeah. Like you say, you saw I was more happier because it's like it's an energy thing, isn't it? It's an energy thing that the people. To whom you speak in the first place, and then secondly, the internet through its magic catches it and spread it, worldwide. But primarily, it's for the people that are passing by, and that we understand that I've been doing it for 6 years now. So
3 years.
I've been in the street teaching, doing it. But there's a time for sometimes the most I require you to go, and then Yahweh Shai, he used to move around, man. He used to move around. When Yahweh Shai found out that the people were trying to make him king or not, he stayed away, he moved away. He went in the outskirts of town, the outskirts of the area, Zebulun and Naphtali, that area,
Well,
Galilee's there. Galilee's that area. And then also, when the Pharisees were giving you a hard time, they stayed away. So sometimes, the Spirit requires you to use the wisdom the ancient wisdom, require mark, you know what I'm saying, to do what you have to do in the ministry, you know. And you hear the siren again, you know, Esau is high, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what it is, man. You know, we saw a couple of Eves. Yeah. You know, we saw one Eve, you know, she was happy to say hi to us and that she wasn't me. Yeah. So because Eve is you know, one part of the truth as well, you know. Counterpart. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about Eve. You know? We're talking about Eve because, you know, here some church, you know, neglecting Eve. You know, and sometimes I say to myself, because I've seen a video where, you know, one elder says that we don't need Eve, you know, to rebuild Israel. Yes, it's true. I agree with that because at the end of the day, you know, even us when we were, you know, how can I say that? When we were building the nation amongst the heathen, among the Egyptians, we had to use the Egyptian woman, you know, to become who we are today. Even when, you know, even when Benjamin, you know, got almost exterminated. Okay, what did the elder tell them? Go to the daughter of Shiloh when they come out to dance. Who are the daughter of Shiloh? The Canaanite, the South African woman. No, the Timonite and the Esau. South Africa. And it's even in old ancient, this ancient African map that, you know, right at the bottom it said Agag, man. Who was Agag? Agag was an Edomite as well. Agag. I believe A-G-A-G, something like that. Agag. Agag. Sorry. Agag. Right, so they were there, man. You know, so we understand about my bodies, you know, going back to what I was saying, the Benjaminite, you know, they needed the other nation to build themselves back up. I understand that. But then again, I want you to go to, I think, you know, Exodus. Let me check. Let me quickly go into it, man. Bear with us, man. I want to make a point. I want to make a spiritual point. All right? But before we do, let's turn to the east, right? Yeah, find the east for us. Find the east for us, and then we're gonna get into that through the spirit, and we're gonna talk about that, man, because it's very important to talk about these things out here, yeah. So yeah, man, I got you do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Allah,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashama,
Yahsha'ai,
Raka'afar.
Right. So let me find it quickly, and then we'll talk about that, man. I'd like to make a point, and then I want people to tell me what they think about it, because you see, the Most High gave us the spirit, man, definitely to deal with certain things. You know what I mean? To deal with certain things. Man. Right, go to Exodus 6 and 20. You know, we don't understand, as we deal with Israel, right? The Most High required us to be very wise, man, to really take in that wisdom. Because sometimes, because we've been in Babylon for so long, all right, we tend to kind of like take the mentality, you know, and we tend to, you know, let the hurts that we have had to endure, you know, in captivity, we make it like the gospel, man. You know, and we refuse deliverance. The Most High is calling us to be delivered. All right? It ain't gonna be the same thing. You ain't gonna have the same philosophy that you had. Or you as a man of the Lord cannot have the same philosophy as the men of the world. Because think about it, the passport bros in America that, you know, don't want nothing to do with the black, with Eve.
Pastors.
They call them the passport bros.
Oh, passport bros.
So basically, they will go on holiday to the DR. They will go on holiday to these South American countries to slap these women because they say that these women are more humble. But really and truly, they're not really humble. The reason why they play like they're humble is because they don't have the money. They're in need. So when you come, they play you. But guess what? A lot of people are getting robbed and killed over there. A lot of these chicks that go over there, they get into trouble because they get set up by the same women they claim to be humble, man.
Wow.
All right? It's escapism. It's escapism. We have to deal with a man of the Lord, deal with the problem that is facing, and not running away from. Because when Yahushua came, he didn't run away from the demons. He actually faced the demon. And most of his ministry was going around casting out demons. So when we say that we follow Yahushua, we have to have that casting out demon spirit. Yeah. Now it's not easy because Yahushua goes back to King Solomon, and King Solomon, when he had the authority over the demons, he used the demon to build the first temple. In case people don't know that, he had authority on them. So the same guy came back, Yahushua. That's the reason why he was able to cast out. But he gave that spirit, that authority to the disciples, and what did they do? They were doing the same thing as well at some point. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to say. So if we say that we are a follower of Yahushua, we have to how desire to be able to have that fire, man, to be able to conquer this. Because our women are taken hostage by the demons as well. We don't read that in Genesis, but I want you to read it, Exodus 6 and 20, man. Let's read Exodus 6 and 20, and I will teach you something today. I will give you how the Most High moved. Yes, it's true that, we built, ourselves as a nation back then after the first Exodus. No, before the first Exodus, with them Egyptian. But when you read the Bible, I'll show you something. Let's go. Let's read it, man. I'll show you something. The difference between the Egyptian, the Assyrian, and the difference between those two and the Edomite, and why it's not wise to want to build a nation with Esau. It don't make no sense.
Right.
Yeah,
this is the heads of Israel. Exodus chapter 6, verse 20.
Right.
And Abram took him Jochebed,
right,
his father's sister.
See that? So who?
His father's sister,
right? So
to wife.
So Abram took him.
Jochebed.
All right. Jochebed,
his father's sister.
His father's sister, meaning his aunt.
Yeah.
Go on.
Took him Jochebed, his father's sister, to wife.
Right.
And she bare him Aaron and Moses.
See that?
And the years of the life of Abram were 137 years.
Right. So I'm about to explain, because when you read the Bible, when you go to Deuteronomy and Leviticus, it tells you that he's not supposed to have sex with your father's sisters or something like that.
Yeah.
When you go into Deuteronomy 18, I think, or something like that. But why is it that now, before they went into wilderness and accept the Lord, why is it that, Aaron and his brother Moses, came from a relationship between, like a man and his auntie? Why is that? Is it wrong? No, it's not. Because if you say it's wrong, first of all, what you're doing now, you're going against Yahweh. You're telling that. What you asking Yahweh, you have the guts, the audacity to ask Yahweh how I move. He said, I do what I do what I please. But the science behind it is the purity of the bloodline. Because remember, Moses was supposed to be what? A priest. And a priest is pure. A priest is taken. So a priest cannot, you understand what I'm saying? So they had to make it that way. Wherever they came from, yes, obviously that lineage came from either the mother side came from the Assyrian or the Egyptian. But that right there was the fact that they're from the same family is the purity of the bloodline. That's what the elite do. That's why you got intermixed marriages. I don't know how they call it. It's a marriage where, obviously you can have to be a perfect, but sometimes they will even. Yeah, but there's no precept against marrying your cousin. That's why in Africa, a lot of tribes, they do, like, you can marry your cousin. Yeah. But I'm not talking about, we're talking about, nephew and auntie, coming together for a baby or for the wife, because the Most High was doing that for a pure bloodline. All right, to create a pure bloodline, a priesthood bloodline. So The Bible says, well, we are a nation of kings and priests. So we're going to be a nation and kings and priests. Why do you want to build Israel, or the glorious Israel, with Esau? Because a lot of you guys think that, oh, it's okay to be with Esau and that. You can slap Esau. But as far as becoming, you know, a nation with Esau, the people that put you in slavery, the people, when you go into the Bible, it tells you that, you know, they're going to be paying it double. They're going to be slave, and you want to be, because them other nation, I want you to go now to Isaiah 19. Yeah, Isaiah 19, and I think the last precept of that, I believe it's 25. And we're going to see the difference between the Edomite and the Egyptian, the Assyrian. You got to understand the Mosai is not an author of confusion. All right, so whether you like it or not, you're going to have to deal with Eve. That's the reason why Isaiah 4 and 1 will come to play. The Mosai know what he's doing. So let's be patient. The Bible speaks about the patience of the saint. Just because you've got, destroyed by an Eve, just because you got your feeling hurt by an Eve, because you got heartbroken by an Eve, it doesn't mean that there's no room for deliverance. You know, you're supposed to come get out of your feelings, like we say, man.
For the last verse.
Get out of your feelings. If you're a man of the Lord, you should learn how to get out of your feelings. Now, them other, like them Shemite women, them Somalian and that, them Shemite and them Hamite women, we're gonna get them. Why? Because they come from a particular bloodline. And that's what the Bible explains here in the last verse. Yeah, read it, man. Read it out loud and proud. You know what I'm saying? So people can understand what's going on. You can't just, that's what I'm saying. The Most High has set us up to teach certain things. Not to be proud, but it's the truth, man. Because we have to understand. Otherwise, people will say whatever they want. You can't say whatever you want as a man of the Lord, as a priest. How can you say that you are a priest and a king, and you don't understand that when you talk about priest and king, it involves a pure bloodline? It involves a pure bloodline. Just like what happened to the father and the mother of Moses and Aaron. Purity. Yes, it make look like incest, but in the eyes of the Most High, at that point of time, at that point of history being made, it was key to bring out that union and create a pure bloodline, because it didn't with the nephew. It's the same nephew and the same family, basically. Yeah. They're representing something in the spirit that was going to bring about that priestly, that priestly family, sons that was going to take us out of our first captivity, which is war.
All right. This is the best. This message to Egypt. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 25. Verse 25. Whom the Lord of hosts shall bless, saying, blessed be Egypt, my people.
You see that? Blessed be Egypt, my people. And a lot of people take that out of context as well. A lot of Christians take that and think that, oh yeah, but the Musa goes. That's not what he meant by that.
And Assyria,
in Assyria,
the work of my hand,
the works of my hand. Carry on.
And Israel, my inheritance.
See that? So Israel is the inheritance, meaning the one that has the promise. But nevertheless, Egypt is the people of the Most High. Case in point, the daughter of Pharaoh, what was the name?
What was the name again?
The daughter of Pharaoh was something like that. No, she had the name, I forgot. I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it in the edit. But her name means the daughter of Yahweh or something like that.
Swear.
Yeah. So you gotta understand that. Yeah, the one of the daughter of Pharaoh. I think the one that was the one that found Moses or something like that. The one that found more in that water. Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah.
The found Moses in the breadbasket.
Right. So when he said she's my, and why did he say that Egypt is my people? Because remember that that's why we became a nation among the Egyptians.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why, because it means that the Egyptian was set up by the Most High. But remember that all go back to the children of Noah, you know. Ham was a child of Noah. You know, and the Assyrian They're the child of Shem. So he said, what did you say about the Assyrian? The works of my hands. That's why they're so good looking.
And Assyria, the work of my hands.
Right, that's why they're so good looking, man. Yes, bro.
Yeah.
That's why, remember that guy?
Yeah,
that's why they're so good looking.
Yeah.
Them Ethiopian, them Eritrean, that's why they're so good looking. You know what I'm saying? They got that slinky, face and that smooth and that the head and nice features and that.
Looks good as
and that's where Abraham comes from, man. Yeah, that's why I was watching the movie yesterday. This girl, the Destiny Children.
That's a child.
Destiny Child, like that. There was three. There's Beyonce, there's Michelle, and there's the other one, Nicole.
I always forget her.
Oh man.
Yeah, Vanessa.
She looked like she looked like an Ethiopian girl. Like she looked like no. She looked like
Somali.
No. She looked like it was Somali. She looked like them Rwanda. Them Rwanda people. Like that's what she looked like. Beautiful, but she's dark skinned. You understand what I'm saying? And when I looked at that, I was like, oh, I understand. Because our people were there in the captivity. That's where the 10 tribe came from. They came from that and then went to America. I mean, some of them, not all of them. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why they have that look and that. Okay? Right, so this is it right there, man. So the Most High, it took Abraham from who? From the Shemite, because the Assyrian being Shemite, they are the works of his hand. He made a nation, the nation of Israel was made out of the Egyptians because of what? Because of the fact that they are the people, meaning the Most High uses them tremendously in history. They've done, man. Look how powerful, till this day, they're still going there excavating, you know what I'm saying, the underground of Egypt, because it's a very rich place in history. You know what I'm saying? These guys that did work, man. The pyramid, the people don't even know how it was built. People even say that it was the gods who built it. No, they were given the knowledge. Remember, they're from the east. The east is Guadama. Yeah. They had knowledge to do certain things that even Esau don't have. Now, Esau is a vessel.
Fascinating.
Yeah, Esau is an earthly vessel. It's not a golden vessel, man. So why do you want to make a nation, you as a priest and a king, you want to make a nation with, an earthly vessel?
You say it's stooping a bit low.
Yeah, you want to stoop low, bro. That's because you don't know Wagwan. And we here now to teach you Wagwan. So please, don't think like that. Don't think that it's okay, because yes, we know that Eve is going off right now. We know that, but it's not a reason. All right. So now, let's get into the lesson now, man.
But hold on, I got a question.
Yeah, bring it out, bro.
See, obviously, you say that obviously our people come from Egypt, right? Egyptians.
No, meaning like we
use us as slaves.
Had sex. Yeah, but still, we used to have the women.
Woman was asleep with a slave, the Hebrew slave.
Yeah, it wasn't like slavery like here, but it was we were slaves. Because remember, Joseph, when he became prime minister, his wife was an Egyptian.
Yeah. I'll talk about Asian.
I'm coming. So when Joseph was alive, the Egyptian was enslaved. I mean, sorry, we were enslaved in Egypt when Joseph was around.
Yeah.
We became strong. No, because we were
enslaved.
No, listen to me what I say. Pay attention. Remember, before we got into Egypt, Joseph was there already.
Yeah.
Joseph was ruling things over there, was the prime minister. When we came. So when we came, he took us in and he gave us a place in Goshen.
For the second time.
No, I'm talking about, yes.
So Moses' time and then Joseph's time.
Right. So before Joseph, that's a long time.
Yeah.
During that time,
Joseph
we were balling. So
I get
man, Jake, everywhere Jake get. You know how. Esau, why did Esau love the BBC? I mean the Jake so much because of our swag, because of the fact that we are the children. So do you think that everywhere we go is going to be the same?
Yeah.
So that Egyptian woman loved us for that, and then we slapped them, we had baby with them, and we multiply. The Bible says we multiply greatly. Didn't say that?
Yeah, but the reason why I asked because Remember, he was there before Joseph. It's all about, remember, before Joseph. I'm talking about Moses' days. Remember, it was in Egypt then. And then Moses for Joseph, remember?
No. Moses came after Joseph. No, Moses represents what? The Exodus, bro.
Sure.
So Joseph was before, right? So, we grew, we multiplied exceedingly, but we did that with the Egyptian woman. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So now, after a while, when the people became strong and powerful, they started to catch feelings. And that's why they started to put into slavery, to hard working, you know what I'm saying? And things of that nature.
Oh yeah, Genesis and Exodus. Yeah, I get it.
Right? Right.
What's up, people? I got twisted.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, we're talking about Eve, man. We're talking about Eve, bro.
Eve, this is for
How you doing,
you.
bro? You're good.
Shalom, brother.
Right, so he understands the daughter of Zion, man. Past, present, and future. Right? And understand as well the spiritual warfare. Because it's a spiritual warfare. Because your daughter got taken by the enemy. That's what happened. In war,
Expose.
they come to the weakest link. So Eve is the weakest link, and they took Eve. So you now, as a tower of Israel, as the leader of Israel, you can't turn around and say that, oh, we don't need Eve because Eve is acting a certain way. But we gotta go to the roots of when you got an issue. Do you go to the root to resolve it,
Yes.
or do you resolve it like that?
So you go to the root.
You go to the root. As a man of the Lord, the Bible says we should judge righteously. When you judge, bring righteous judgment. And some of the church, the way they judge is not fair. It's not fair, man. You're not becoming like a gatekeeper, man. And you're struggling. You're strangling here.
Struggling.
You're choking the
Or
truth.
struggling.
You're choking
Yeah.
to strangle, to
Yeah.
choke. You're choking the truth, man. It's not good. Because of a lot of these Eves now, they're like, that's why they're like, no, don't. Because when we have to be, very, excellent in the way we do things. It's just like, you can't be like them guys. It's, a guy in the world will act like that because he's in feelings. But you come in the truth, you see the same people acting, telling, oh no, fuck the black woman. And also, the black woman is not just Judah. In fact, there's more Ephraimite than Judah in America. Because think about it. When the 10 tribe went, it tells you in Deuteronomy 23 and 17, talks about the 10,000 of Ephraim. So that means there's a lot of Ephraimite, man. Obviously, because they are the most populous, tribe, amongst the 12. So you will see, Ephraim everywhere from South to North America. So every black woman is not Judah, because I heard one guy say, stay away from the Judah woman because you can marry into other tribes. How foolish. You see a black woman, you think she's just Judah. No, she could be Ephraimite, she could be Zebulun, she could be so on and so forth. It's not just Judah. How can the Most High take one tribe and just put it somewhere? Does it make sense? When you look at the term Pamphylia goes back to, all the tribes, the 12 tribes. So that means that when the Most High sent a prophet, he sent him to the 12 tribes. But when Yahweh told the disciples, go into the lost tribe of Israel, 12 tribes, not just one tribe. So how can it be just one tribe? Obviously, yes, you lot say there's God there, and I understand that, but you can't say every black man is all, the type of West Africa for the most part is Judah. Does it make sense to you guys? Or the northern southern tribe is Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. It doesn't make no sense, But that's for another lesson. Alright? So I want you to go to Zephaniah and let's read the Bible and see what the Bible actually says about the daughter of Zion. And remember as well that when the Bible says the daughter of Zion in the Bible, yes, it talks about, Israel, because yes, Israel, it's a feminine energy, is the daughter of Yahweh. Yes, I understand that. But we all know that a precept will have 2 to 3 layers. So one of the layers.
Different so-called the door of your whole heart.
Yeah, when you say the daughter of Zion, he talks about Israel.
I thought Zion is not different.
No. Zion in Israel. Zion is another thing for Jerusalem.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Zion is another thing for Jerusalem. It's okay. You don't be learning. I don't know. So all that little thing going there, that thing in there.
Yeah,
that's the difference. When we went there, we were more like, but here we gonna deal with that. But that's fine. It's okay. It's part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're talking about Eve, and that's Eve. We seen Eve. You know what I mean? So that's the spirit right there. So yeah. Now, Zephaniah 3 and Zephaniah 3 and 14. What do you say? Because like I was saying, the daughter of the daughter of Zion is also the daughter as in Eve. Okay, it is Israel symbolically, but before it's symbolic, it's physical as well. How the most I gonna use daughter as Israel? You know, who bring the baby to who's the earth? Eve, man. So he obviously talks about Eve. So whether you like it or not, you're gonna be delivered through the precept, okay, and the understanding and the understanding. And then you're gonna understand. You're gonna finally accept, you know, to have Eve, whether you like it or not. It doesn't mean that we ain't gonna have the other nations, but that comes second. The first one is Eve. Understand that. There's no running away from this thing, man.
Well, 15,
right? 14.
All right. Sing or daughter of Zion, shout or Israel.
Yeah, go on.
This is a remnant of Israel.
No, 15 as well. 14 and 15.
All right. This is a remnant of Israel. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 14. Sing, O daughter of Zion. Shout, O Israel. Be glad and rejoice with all the heart.
Right. Sing, O daughter of Zion, man.
O daughter of Jerusalem.
Right, O daughter of, see that, even that, daughter of, that means that it talks specifically about a woman. That daughter, because it goes back to Isaiah 4 and Isaiah 3 as well. The daughter of Jerusalem talks about her woman, bro. Read that again from the, because this is something that we have to let people understand. Yeah. So read it from the top again and see what it says. Oh, sing. When you sing, that means you're joy. When you're in joy, you're glad. When you sing, that means there's deliverance. You sing when there was the song of Moses when we were delivered was sung. All right?
There's an element of worship when you sing as well.
Right.
Worship.
Yeah, to sing is to, I may have a lesson on that. To sing is to worship as well.
It's good for the soul.
Yeah, like I said, to sing is to pray twice. That's what King David knew. King David knew about the secret of singing. It's an energy. That's the reason why he was able to play instrument and calm the demon. That was King Solomon. I mean King Saul. So singing is very sing is deliverance. When you say here, when it's about sing, it's about you are it marks the deliverance of the not only the man of Israel, but the daughter, the woman of Israel as well. It's not other nation, whether you like it or not. The Most High don't bring them, even if they look like that right now, which is not all of them. Some of them understand the truth, right? They're gonna come. The Most High gonna create a situation where a lot of them gonna come. So we gotta understand that, man. Read it. What's it doing?
All right. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 14. Sing, O daughter of Zion.
Right, sing also daughter of Zion because they are Israel, and then the daughter of Zion. But go again, carry on.
Shout, O Israel.
You see that? Shout, O Israel, carry on.
Be glad and rejoice with all the heart.
Right.
O daughter of Jerusalem.
Come on. So that means that these women are going to be delivered. These women are going to feel the hands of mercy of Yahweh on them. They're going to be all rebellious and stiff-necked forever. They're going to find their deliverance as well. So bear with them. That is a beautiful thing. The Most High is actually declaring the deliverance of Eve. Yes, it doesn't look promising right now, but isn't it what we do as men of the Lord is to have faith?
Yes.
That's what we do. That's what the Bible talks about, the patience, to be long-suffering. So you got to be long-suffering toward your sisters. And trust me, I speak as a man that has a baby mom that hates him like enemy's enemy. I say it as a testimony. I don't have no good relationship with the mom. But at the end of the day, I understand that it's a spiritual thing, bro.
And the thing is, with long suffering, there's a beauty in it because that births loyalty, faithfulness.
Right.
And obviously, that's it's a good attribute to have.
Very good attribute. That's what because the most I say is long suffering.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So if a woman's got those attributes, she might be a keeper, man.
You know what I mean? But if she doesn't, you know, maybe you shouldn't deal with her. But at the same time, you can't. Yeah, because if a woman comes to you, and also when these women come, it's not all women that you sex. You got look, and that's the reason why. And we're gonna go into that. It's not. That's the reason why it's so messed up. People are so. And you got a brother telling me about a guy from that particular church that's saying that semen retention is not part of the commandment. But come on, yes, it's not part of the commandment. But have you heard something like ordinance? But it's an ordinance. But if it wasn't, why did Onan got killed when he busted, outside instead of busting inside the woman? Why? You don't understand. When you bust it out, it was a symbolic of being depleted. Because this is life. This is the blood. There's blood in life. This is the waste of life. Therefore, get killed. So you can't. When you say semen retention is not, it's part of it. If it's the case, why did Paul, stay away from women? Do you know what semen retention does to you scientifically? Bro, if we're going to be men of the Lord, we're going to teach you right, man.
True.
When you see boxing, the boxers, if you're a boxer, you're going to master semen retention. If you're out there boxing up anytime, you can't be a true warrior. Because it weaken you. Because when you go when it's war and you don't have sex, you're strong. Because that's your life and force. So we are in war. We are at war, right? So you should practice semen retention. Let's say if you got a wife, you've got a woman, you're good, you slap her, but you're not going to slap every day. If a man want to be on semen retention because he's been depleted for a long time now, he want to gain back his strength. Why don't you encourage that? It's part of spiritual warfare as well. It's part of spiritual warfare, bro. Yeah. I'll give you another analogy. When the angel of death came, right, in Egypt, before they told them put the blood on your door. The blood represents the last force. That's the reason why the demon couldn't get to them. So if you keep your blood force, which is your blood, don't you think you'll be strong to fight?
Yeah, man.
Come on. It's to me just common sense, but it's just like if you don't have any, it's not every time that you should do lesson, If sometimes just chill, do something else. If you don't, people feel like it's like you have to do a lesson to the point where you're gonna bring any, you're gonna say any topic that don't make no sense at the end of the day. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Bring the thing up. Right? You can't bring that, man. So we're gonna read what precept I wanted you to read, Malaka?
Zephaniah 3.
Finish it, man. Finish that beautiful precept. We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
Take time with these women and learn. And also, when you read we read Toby. He told us that Sarah was Tobiah's woman by inheritance.
What, Toby?
Yeah, Toby or Tobias, his son Tobias was, Sarah was Tobias' wife, by inheritance, meaning like spiritually the Most High put them together.
Yeah,
so you got when you meet a woman, you got to study and ask the Most High, is she mine? But because us, we in this kingdom, we just want to bust. You meet a woman, all you're thinking is high ass look. You want to get in there, and then find out that she's not yours, and then boom, you separate, and then now she goes with someone else, and then you're frustrated, and then you start hating Eve because you rushed it. So now that we need truth, we have to do things the right way. It's not easy, but nothing is easy.
Like
nothing is easy in life.
When we get relationship as spiritual men of the Lord. Obviously, you've got the women out there as well. Like, it's best you pray about the situationship or the relationship. Like I said, that obviously she might not be for you, man. So just take time, plead with the Lord, ask him, is she the right one for me? And he'll reveal it to you, man. It'll be revealed.
It'll be revealed. By the time you have sex with her, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a different
thing. You don't want to go straight into it. If you go straight into it, you're going to bring problems upon yourself. Our problems all the time, man.
You know?
Headache.
But now it's hard. When you say women, you're thinking, but how do you that's what the Bible says, Paul says to mortify your members. That's semen retention. Learn that. Yeah. Mortifying your member is semen retention. So who say that semen retention is not in the law? It doesn't have to be in the law to be moral. Because you got laws, you got statutes, and you got ordinances. So that's an ordinance. You know when you sick and they give you an ordinance and you go to the pharmacy to get the subscription, to get the product, whatever.
Don't go to. It sounds stupid, but don't go to the pharmacy. That's witchcraft.
No, but I know, but it's just an example,
drugs,
innit? It's just an example, innit?
Okay.
When I say they give you the ordinances, you go there, you go to the hospital, they give you, they say, okay, take some antibiotics. They give you an ordinance. You go to the pharmacy.
I reckon it's left hand side of it, you know.
I know, but I'm making a point, an analogy. So I'm giving the ordinance to the pharmacy, and then they're giving me whatever the antibiotics. That's the ordinance, right? So the ordinance has to do as well with healing. Ordinances has to do with something that is good for us. So part of the ordinance is semen retention, and that's what Paul was showing us. Even Yahweh Shai, if we go by the understanding or the inner understanding or the theory that he never slept with any woman while he was doing his ministry.
Oh, Paul.
No, Yahweh Shai.
Okay.
So what do you think he was doing? It was semen retention. Semen retention. That's why it was so powerful. That's why the most likely, spiritually using on another level.
That's so true.
So I don't understand what a brother's talking
true,
about.
That's true, man.
And that's how I know the spirit wasn't there when you did that lesson. There's a brother that did the lesson, an elder for GMS. That's what I said. And I have to say this thing because as a man of the Lord, we got to address certain things peacefully. With no contention and all that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's it, man. So yeah, finish it and then we're going to carry on.
See, next time let me ban it. You should have done it. Yeah, start smoking like a chimney. Alright. So this is Zephaniah chapter 3 verse. Well, that's all right.
14.
That's it. Verse 15. The Lord hath taken away thy judgment.
Right, the Lord, so the judgment, the curses that befell us, you know what I'm saying, and that made our woman like that, her being the weakest thing, it's the curse that made her being like that. It's the curse that made her act like that. You know what I'm saying? But when you go back to Hosea 4, which I read many times, I'm not going to read it today. Hosea 4 tells you, but Yahweh say, because you men of Judah and other nation and other tribe, because you went and did your own thing and worship other God to, turn into jealousy. You know what I mean? To provoke Judah and other tribe. But when he said Judah, because Judah is the head tribe, anyway. So he said, but when he said Judah as well, he talks about he could be other nation, because he's the leader and it could be the other tribe. Right? It's okay, but spiritually, but Judah is the leader. Right? So when he said Judah, right? So he said, you guys are Judah. Basically, you're the leader, you know better, but you went and did your own thing. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make your daughter, your woman as well, cheat on you. I'm going to make your daughter rebel against you so you can feel my pain. So the fact that Eve is like that is actually the Most High punishing us for turning our back on him at some point of time by going toward idolatry.
Let me read it up.
Right? Yeah.
Zephaniah 3 and 15. The Lord hath taken away thy judgments. He hath cast out thine enemy. The King of Israel, even the Lord, is in the midst of thee.
Right, he has cast out that enemy. Who's the enemy right now? It's Esau.
Yeah. Thou shalt not see evil anymore.
Right, that means thou shalt not see the same rebellious, spirit that's on East, that's the Eve. You won't see it again.
Shall I go 16?
What 16 say? Leave 16, man.
Yeah, leave it. Leave it already. Leave it,
Alright, so that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Now, I want you to read Isaiah 3 and 20. Let's let's open the eyes, you know, because you got a redemption of the elect lady, you know what I'm saying, in Israel. But there's a redemption of the elect lady, meaning there's a redemption of those women. A lot of the Eve will be given redemption, just like us. The reason why a lot of men are in the truth more than women right now is because we are the head. The head has to be raised the first. After that is who? Is the woman. After that is, what do you want to have a Shidomite that have nothing to that meant to be a slave? Why do you want to, you know, build a nation? Why do you want to make it unclean? The reason why they have that hue because of that's because they're unclean like that. They're the one that pushing the eating of tones and lobsters and then they get the delicacy. So why do you want to be with them? Why do you want to be with the Moabite when they're filthy, the wash part of Yahweh? But we're gonna take them Ethiopian, Somalian, you know, and all these women, these Hamite or whatever, and these Cushite and these Shemite girls, based on the fact that they go back to something special, being the hands, the work of the hands of Yahweh, being the people of Yahweh, based on Isaiah 19 and 25. You know? And before Isaiah 19:25 applied, and I believe that Isaiah 19:25 for the most part has been already, because some can understand, some prophecy has been already fulfilled. Yeah. Now, prophecy, just like history, repeats itself. So yes, we can use that, you know, we can use certain verses in Isaiah 19, you know, and project it onto the reality of North America. Yes, you can do that. But before, the first layer is a prophecy that already taken place within the limits or the realm of Africa. Understand that, man. But anyway, so Isaiah 3 and 20.
Alright. This is Judah's woman denounced. Yeah. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 20. The bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings. You sure?
Yeah, of course, man. Let's go.
Oh, verse 21. The rings, the nose jewels. Verse 22. The changeable suits of apparel and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, they shall be stink.
Right, so that's what he says right there. Eve was a very beautiful creature before. She was pleasant, man. I have a video that I'll put in the introduction, you can see it. And that video speaks of the fact that Ashanti women were saying how the men, you know, should be, how a woman should be to other men. So how women knew how to be servants and that.
I said, yeah, a man, a some man, ye. And son or back warren, it will be a friend of Bragro. Sabra grow and see a group via a man who say, where Bermano, I was so soon. Bibi to say, Yamau. I shed them, Manco, said, it drew some men and my shed them, and my be soon. The announcer show said they at Yama qua, Unu could bet the so Kunuku Jaria. I was so since you could see a jay, or but that was all dinner and see about Barcelona and now Papa one son or no other. Now, or you bequer join by no year, Drianesi one Mokama, no proper, then be beer, surround power and away. Or quite my bar, Sibia or bow, Mura, Pedian, a dear Viana now be. Now will be son, no I am. It's Asante has said the a man or soon a man on a par.
And Ashanti men has also said that women should serve. Yes, that's part of our, but we lost it because of what? The stage symbolically, yes, the stage, same thing, stage. The stage symbolically represent how lower, you know, self. Our lower self. We lost how God's, you know, our godliness.
Royalness, yeah.
You know, we lost the royal side of us, and now we're dealing with the filth. So read it again.
What, for the top?
Yeah. Understand Wagwan. Right. Very important to understand that. That's the reason why Eve acts like that. You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 20. The bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings, the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping pins, the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoods and the veils, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness.
Right, so, you know, the dressing has changed. Yeah. That's why they dress the way they want to dress. You know, that's the thing that we all know. You know, kiddies are no class, living like sluts and whores. You know,
prime time in summertime.
Right. Didn't Hosea, is it Hosea or Micah? 7:17 says that, you know, there will be, let me read it quickly, Malaka, before you carry on. Let me see. You know, this is what he says, man. Like, I don't understand how brother don't see it. No, some brother understand it, but it's mainly GMS.
Shall I finish this off or not?
Hold on. Yeah, you finish it up, but let me add a precept upon precept.
Ooh, it's not easy, you know. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's tough. It's not.
Because we have so many odds against us in this kingdom.
You know what I mean? So you got to understand that if you're a man of the Lord, you're supposed to be the one that tell these women, yo, you know, we understand why you act like that. You know what I'm saying? Not bash them. You know what I mean? What was it?
It's all of the word, man. It's all of the word, man.
Hold on. How did I lose that picture that I used to know about her? This is crazy, man. What was it again?
Hosea, what?
No, it's not Hosea. No, it says that and that women shall be prostitutes. And I'll find it. And that women, can you go on Google?
Yeah.
And that women shall be prostitutes in the city. I can't believe it. That's because, you know. Oh yeah. Like wives. Oh, Amos. Amos 7:17, bro. Let's read. Let me read that quickly.
Yeah.
We stay on the one that
God said the word. Thy wife shall be an honor in the city.
Right. Amos 7:17, and he says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. You see that? Thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. So that's the reason why they dress like that. When they harlot, the way they dress is to attract other men. Normally, if a woman is not a harlot, doesn't have that harlot spirit on her, she dressed in a certain way. That's the reason why the other nation, I'm not talking about Esau, but Esau is the worst. I'm talking about them other nation like the Guatemala people, like the East people. That's why they dress a certain way, because they understand that even the covering and that, you know, the covering of the woman. That's the reason why the Moses say her hair is a covering, because your hair is an antenna. You know what I'm saying? And you have to cover sometimes that part when you're out there in the elements. That's why the women cover the hair. So when these women cover the hair, they're doing justice to the husband, because nothing can answer them. So you know what I'm saying? When go home peacefully and serve the husband, and they bring order and blessing to their families. But on the other hand, our women bring the curse because of the way they dress, because your body is the temple, man. So you got certain ways. It's all, you know, metaphysical and spiritual, man. So when they do that, they're open. That's the reason why our women cheat on them, because of the way they dress. But they open themselves to the realm, and demons possess them, and they go and commit adultery. All right. So carry on with the lesson, man. You know, we gotta understand we are war. So our war, we are prisoners of war. When you're in prison and your woman is out there, and then you're not there to give her the understanding, the leadership. What do you think she's gonna do? She's gonna go out there and be among them wolves. And she's gonna be a survival mode. A lot of our women are on survival mode. A lot of us are in survival mode, and we're not supposed to be in survival mode, but we are in survival mode. That's the curse, though. But as men of the Lord, we should be a bit different and understand what's going. We should be spiritual, not looking at things from a carnal perspective or angle, but looking at it from a spiritual angle.
That's so true.
You know, which is not easy. That's why a lot of people say men of the Lord, but you don't have to show that you're a man of the Lord in the way you judge it. Yeah, really.
And instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth.
Right?
A burning instead of beauty.
Yeah.
Verse 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword.
Yeah, so a lot of men, how many, and sword is not necessarily, it's also dying physically, but it's also dying spiritually. That's why there's not, a lot of men are not in those households, they're gone. Because we're dead. That's what the Bible says in Revelation 11 and 8 that, that's when the Bible talks about the tombs, and the body shall lie in the street, and our body are lying in the street. We're dead. So how can a dead man, be able to control things in his family when you're dead? All right. So yeah, read it.
And thy mighty in the war, verse 26. And her gates shall lament and mourn.
Right. So we are mourning, man. That's the reason why a lot of our people are crying about Eve, man. Hate Eve, because your lamentation can become frustration and become grief. And you start grieving. It's like, when a child, wants some soup, and then you don't want to give him, and then ask him, do you like daddy or do you like mommy? And then we say that I love mommy more. Why? Because mommy give him the sweet, but daddy said no, it's not time to have the sweet. So because you love mommy, because mommy give you the sweet every time you ask. So you don't love them but you don't love your dad because he doesn't give you the. So you don't love him based on your feelings. But he loves you based on the logical side of it, because you know that by giving you too much sweets, it's not good for your health.
Yeah, it's health. That's true.
So when we can't chill like babies. Yes, it's true that Jake is not a man. We're a bit boyish in our ways, even in his truth. But that's why we have to strive to become men of the Lord. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And not boys of the Lord. Yeah, really.
Verse 26. And her gate shall lament and mourn, and she, being desolate, shall sit upon the ground. That's it.
Yeah, she sit upon the ground. When you sit on the ground, you're desolate. You're not in your in your form, like in your top form. So you act like harlots, yeah? It's not done, Let's go to Isaiah 4:1 now. We're talking about the redemption. You know what I mean? So the Most High will flip the script very soon. And he's starting to flip it. But there's a lot of sisters that are watching it, that are taking note, and that are changing slowly but surely, bro. They're just right now, they're just hiding. Just in hiding. There's a lot of them that are changing. There's a lot of them that know they're Israelites. There's a lot of them that change the way they dress, change the way they behave, that observe the Shabbat and things like that. It's slowly but surely. Remember, cooked food is the best, but it takes time to cook. But if you want fast food, you go to McDonald's, and within 10 minutes and 15 minutes, your order is ready. But you eat it and you're hungry in 1 hour. But cooked food takes time. And when you eat it, your food satisfied for a long time. Nourished.
Sustained, yeah.
You know what I mean? So good things takes time.
True that.
But we need to be patient. You know what I'm saying? We need to be patient when it comes to our sisters. You need the backbone to deal with Eve, man. If you're weak, you can't deal with Eve. That's why the Most High have to build you up. That's the reason why a lot of us don't have Eve right now, because you're not strong. You're not built to deal with her, bro. It's not easy to deal with. Out of all nations, she's not easy to deal with. Even when she's in the truth, a little mistake you make, she's off.
Well, what's Eve most known for? Not physically, but personality wise.
Yeah, she's a
attitude.
Yeah, attitude.
All day she's got an even the worst attitude.
She got the worst attitude.
But if you're spiritual, you know how to. If you're spiritually strong and you know why she's acting like that, then deal with her.
And that's why you gotta be spiritual. But Eve is acting like that because Eve got demon on her. Yeah. Eve got married to other demons. Other spirit married your woman, you know. They took your woman from you, you know. Spirit, Asmodeus.
It's all about throughout the week, you know.
Asmodeus took your woman from you.
Nah,
you ain't getting it back until you're able to conquer him.
Yeah.
That's why he says when you go into a house, before you get possession, you go conquer the strong man. Or before you get possession of the house, you also conquer the strong man. You have to take out the strong man. Yeah, and that is Asmodeus among many other demons.
Crazy.
They even go female demon, because you go female demon. It's not just masculine. Because the Bible says as it is above, it is below. So if you go female and male on this realm, that means there's female and male spirit in the higher realm. So you go female realm, like them goddesses that take hold of Eve as well. So you're dealing with the spiritual aspects. So if you're weak, you won't be able to do what you gotta do. Eve go always, and a lot of us in this truth are weak. Because just because you know a few precepts, you go out there to work, it doesn't mean, do yourself a favor. When you dream, and you see people come and take shit from you and that, that's the Most High, showing you that you're weak, you're not strong yet. But we will get there, because it's a process, isn't it? It's a process. We will get there. It's okay. But it's alright. So if you can't get Eve right now, a lot of you love Eve, but you know you can't get her. Because her attitude stinks. Because she hates you. That's what it is. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? That's what it is. So, but we're going to fight and get them back. And they're too beautiful. Look at them, man. Come on, you know it. No woman is touching Eve. Yes, her attitude stinks, but no one is touching Eve. No one can slap like Eve. No one can cook like Eve. And no one can be like Eve.
Not even sing like Eve.
Sing, swagger, attitude. Look at them, beautiful thing. But the attitude stinks.
Imagine them at their peak though. Like
exactly. Imagine when they're on that vibration.
Crazy.
Who can touch Eve?
Shut it down.
Come on, man. Let's be honest here, bro. Who can touch Eve? So we got a work to do to get there. You ain't gonna think that nice are not easy to get, Think that are nice, they're not easy to get. So read, man, Isaiah 4:1. But the Most High gonna flip the script very soon, man.
Yep. This is a remnant prepared. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
You see that's spiritual, man. The Most High gonna look. Yahweh is the God of favor, Yahweh is the God of favor, Don't think that he's not a God of favor.
No,
he will flip the script.
Yes,
like that. He will flip the script. He will flip the script. It's only a matter of time, bro. He will do it. So men of the Lord gonna have them. And when he says so now, let me ask you a question. The 7 women, is he what the other nation? No, it can't be, because before that he spoke to you about Eve being the daughter of Jerusalem, and Zion being on the lamenting and sitting on the floor. And after that it tells you, the Most High now gonna bring, but a lot of these Eve gonna be put to death as well, A lot of these Eve will be put to death. It says that in Micah 7 and 10. Because a lot of them, let me read it quickly before I carry on. A lot of them are enemies, and I understand that. When I speak about, it's not every Eve that will be saved, Some of the Lord that will be wiped out. It says that in Micah 7 and 10. Says, then you all know that precept, and you love that precept, but gotta be balanced. You can't be all negative when it comes to Eve, and then come on, man. And forced balance is what? Abomination, man. To the Lord. So you gotta be balanced. You can't be, every time it's about Eve, everything is negative. Well, where is the positivity? The men of the Lord, you gotta be like Yahweh. Yahweh is balanced. Why can't you be balanced? Okay, so Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her, means shall see her. Now shall she be trodden at the mire of the shoots. So she gonna get a judgment, but a lot of them will be saved, and that's what we're reading about. A lot of our Eve will be saved, and it's your responsibility to take hold of them. But before you, let me tell you something. Like I said last time, a fool in his morning shall depart. Shall soon depart. So if you're not ready, you ain't gonna get it. So you gotta prepare yourself. But part of preparing yourself is understanding the Eve, understanding the whole thing, so you can be a man enough to be able to take them when they come. But even when that thing happened, a lot, just like in the first Exodus, a lot of them will be a headache as well. But by your wisdom, you'll be able to take hold of them. Because when you got wisdom, when there's a level of wisdom, when you get that, bro, it's strength, you know. You shine. When she sees you, she can see in your eyes. She can't say shit. She's looking in your eyes and she can see something, man. And she gonna be in order. So the Most High is calling us to have, you know, a certain wisdom. Please, let's have wisdom, man. Read it.
A remnant prepared. Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man,
Right.
saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
Right.
Only let us be called by thy name.
Right. You know what it means? That's the marriage.
To take away our reproach.
Right. So the Most High is just like the Most High married you, and they give you the truth. And today you speak, you teach it. At the same time, it requires of you to marry as well, you know, Eve. So you, whether you like it or not, there'll come a time when you're going to have to marry her, whether you like it or not, at the end of the Lord. So you can say whatever you want.
Well, it's full with my mind, you know. Thinking about one Eve that likes me, isn't it? Like, I was one of the days, like, I don't really like him.
Okay.
I don't want to say that much.
But it's all right.
But I think, like, the most time out, well, this is a bit of a leader, isn't it?
Yeah. The Most High is going to keep her around, isn't it?
Yeah, she's there.
Keep her around and talk to her, make her a friend. And then when the time comes,
treat her right.
treat her right. Because a lot of the time I go, that's one thing about her. You know, we see, you know, those Eve, like the one that's light skin, like the Dominican woman, the other one, the Spanish. We see them and we're like, oh, I want that. Or we like the light, but we don't like the Leahs. You don't love the Leah, because remember, the Leah will bring you more blessings than those, like, because all of those beautiful women, like I said, a lot of them go spiritual husbands. So I understand that all these women that you see, you think they're called spiritual husband. When you do them, sometimes your life it goes down or they take away from you, man. Be careful. So most of sometimes it's better to test this because he knows you guys. You love, so you European type of, you know, you guys, you know, you jakes from here, you know. All you do is love the beautiful women, man.
Now all the time, like, you know.
And when you tell them about the reality, like, yeah, but you know, it's my choice. Yeah, it's your choice. Carry on. The most are going to bring you the Leahs, man. You don't understand. Even Jacob, Leah and Rachel. Come on, the most says, man. I'm gonna roll with my wisdom, man. Yeah, I'm gonna ride with my wisdom, man. And the most I give you my wisdom, and I'm gonna ride with it. And I know better. So if I know better, I'm gonna do better. And me, to be honest with you, I dealt with Leahs, man. I dealt with Leah. My baby mama is a Leah, but she glorified us. That's what it is. Yeah. She got our flesh on her, man. You know them one? Yeah. You know, but she's a Leah. She's not a head turner, but she's a Leah. But then I had some beautiful ones. Even when we finished the new one, the Most High gave me a sort of a Mamara, you know, a big sort of a. She's not a Leah. She's a Rachel. She's from the Republic Dominica. But guess what? I'll tell you what. When I finished to slap her for 3 days, I was fighting with her husband. You know what husband was? Spiritual husband. Yeah. And you gotta be spiritual in this thing. There was an entity, and I was like, is it my high blood pressure? What is it? It wasn't my high blood pressure. And I'm thinking, it's not, but what is it? Oh, after a while, like, when the Most High revealed to me them things, and I knew it, but when he gave me another dose of it, I was like, okay, because she told me that, when I asked her, where's your father? When I was talking to her, where's your father? Because she came from Spain anyway. I said, where's your father from? Where's your your, the fathers of your, because you got 2 children. I say, where's the father of children? She said he's dead.
Well, I was getting on to you. Remember, I was getting on to you.
Yeah. I say he's dead. Yeah, I say he's dead. And I say he died here, in the Republic in the DR, right? I said, okay. Then I think that's deep because that's back to Sarah. Husband was dying left and right before Tobias married her, remember? Because Asmodeus was on her.
Can you imagine? He's a Shabazz, right? Can you imagine? He's watching these happen.
He can't do nothing, bro.
I'm not saying
he goes to the other realm.
I know, but I'm not saying
we spoke about it.
I know, but I'm not saying that he's going to do anything, whether he does or not. Still,
no, yeah. But no, what it is that... No, yeah, I clocked it, but at the end of the day, yeah, you know...
Nah, not love.
No, it's a spiritual... It's a spiritual... Yeah, it's a spiritual...
Give me a home.
It's a spiritual husband that did that, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual husband that did that. You know, I mean, that killed him. I'm thinking of... Why was I fighting with something for 3 days? Why was I fighting for something for 3 days? So we got to understand what's going on, you know? We got to understand what's going on. There's a spiritual fight and warfare that we need to be acquainted with as men of the Lord. And I don't think a lot of brothers in this realm understand that spiritual. They don't understand it because there's level to things, yeah? So read it, man. Isaiah 4:1. Let's read it, man. We're going to read it. Isaiah 4:1, man.
Yeah.
The 7 women, and 7 is completion.
Yeah.
So a lot of brothers that will have those women because it shows that they are completed the task. They are able now to receive these women. You know, there's something that the Most High imparted in them that would allow them to deal as many women as possible. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta go through the steps before they come. Because we in that time, you know, so let's go through it. Carry on.
Only let us be called by thy name,
right,
to take away our reproach.
The marriage.
Verse 2.
That's it.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Now go to 2 John.
Much too complex. Much too complex.